San Francisco, 1964. Two giants of martial arts stand face to face in a closed room. No cameras, no audience, only ego and fury. Bruce Lee locked in an intense behind-closed-doors battle against Shaolin Kung Fu master Wong Jack Man. There are many stories about how this duel began and who actually won. Some believe Wong Jack Man challenged Bruce Lee to punish him for teaching Kung Fu to Western students. What's certain is that the fight and the mystery behind it remains one of the most talked about moments in martial arts history. A fictional version of this event was portrayed in the film Birth of the Dragon, though it's said to share very little resemblance to what truly happened in real life. In the movie, Bruce Lee and Wong face each other before a crowd, bowing in mutual respect, a symbolic gesture before an epic fight begins. A different version of the story was shared by his wife, Linda Lee, in a documentary created to honor her husband's memory.
It was not taken well. They wanted to shut down this egotistical, brash youngster. So a date was set, and eventually they came over.
Linda stated that at the time, Bruce Lee had the upper hand in the fight, leaving Wong unable to respond, eventually forcing him to surrender.
And with a fist raised and said, "Fuck, fuck." In Chinese means, "Do you give up?" And he said yes. And that was the end.
However, according to a report from Vice magazine, the fight wasn't as one-sided. Bruce Lee was actually pushed to his limits and took quite some time to defeat Wong Jack Man. Though Bruce ultimately won the fight, he was dissatisfied with how he performed. This led Bruce Lee to innovate. He went on to create a new form of martial arts called Jet Kune Do. Combining various martial arts backgrounds, Bruce designed Jet Kune Do to be ever-evolving, with no fixed structure, adapting and improving continuously. Even though we'll never get to see the real fight between Bruce Lee and Wong Jack Man, we can still analyze how that legendary duel might have played out through a few modern clashes between Shaolin Kung Fu masters and Jet Kune Do practitioners. First up, we have a Jet Kune Do master facing off against a Shaolin monk under boxing rules. Let's see how their unique styles adapt inside the boxing ring. With the focus now entirely on punches and footwork, both fighters had to adapt their traditional techniques to the limitations of the boxing ring. The Jet Kune Do master relied on timing and fluid motion, while the Shaolin monk used agility and powerful strikes. Now let's move outdoors, onto an open field, to witness a sparring session between two martial arts masters. In this more relaxed setting, both fighters have the chance to test their skills freely without the pressure of competition. Next, we have a short but action-packed tournament between a Jet Kune Do master and a Shaolin monk, featuring a series of back-to-back matchups. The tournament opened with this bout, where both fighters immediately showcased their best skills. After a failed takedown attempt, the Shaolin monk succeeded on his second try, bringing the Jet Kune Do master to the ground. The Shaolin monk then faced off against the next master, launching straight into a flying headlock using his legs. But this Jet Kune Do master proved to be much tougher than the last. He managed to throw the Shaolin monk down 3 times. Until finally, the monk collapsed in pain on the mat, unable to continue the match. When the fight resumed, the Jet Kune Do master continued to dominate. Even as the Shaolin monk gave it everything he had, he still couldn't break through the solid defense that Jet Kune Do is known for. And finally, we have Han Fei Long, a name well known across China. Nicknamed the Kung Fu Dragon, he's famous for igniting crowds with his spectacular technique and electrifying performances. This time, Han Fei Long steps into the ring against a Shaolin monk named Yihu. So, how will this epic showdown unfold? Let's find out.